okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford has openly called out Floyd Mayweather for what he sees as money-driven motives. Crawford made it clear that fighting Mayweather has never been on his radar and isn't something he ever seriously considered. In his eyes, these kinds of matchups aren't about proving who's truly the best. They're about manufacturing hype for massive paychecks. Crawford believes Mayweather's post-retirement pursuits are less about competition and more about chasing exhibition money. He respects Floyd's era, but insists this moment in boxing belongs to him, and he refuses to let financial distractions take away from what he's already accomplished.
I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever... Keep it real, bro. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll beat it.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Many critics share a similar view, arguing that Mayweather's recent boxing appearances have little to do with legacy and everything to do with profit. Once admired for his unmatched defense and perfect record, Floyd has shifted toward exhibition events that deliver huge checks but offer little sporting meaning. Analysts point out the irony. Mayweather constantly flaunts wealth as if he doesn't need more money, yet he continues returning for paydays. This shift has left some fans disappointed, feeling that his post-career choices are more about business than greatness.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right? He couldn't get going at the rate that he expected, but early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine, though, it's going to be a...
Former champion Timothy Bradley has been especially vocal about the idea of Crawford facing Mayweather. Bradley argues that southpaws have always posed problems for Floyd, and Crawford's versatility would create even bigger issues. According to Bradley, Crawford has the exact tools Mayweather struggles with: switch-hitting ability, sharp timing, and constant adaptability. He believes Crawford's style could crack Floyd's defense in ways others never could. Bradley even went as far as saying Mayweather isn't as untouchable as his reputation suggests when facing a fighter like Crawford, sparking even more heated debate.
Absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's gonna reach against one of the best back foot counter punches in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand, the way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? Man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counter puncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed.
On the other side, many analysts believe these comparisons are unfair. They point out that Mayweather's resume includes a long list of elite opponents across multiple eras. Crawford, while brilliant, hasn't faced the same depth of competition throughout his career according to this perspective. These voices argue that Floyd's historical greatness is already cemented, while Crawford is still building his case. In their view, placing Crawford on Mayweather's pedestal too early ignores the difference in career context and legacy.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult offered a bold argument, claiming Crawford deserves to be ranked above Mayweather for one major reason: risk. He highlighted Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez, stressing that Floyd, as great as he was, would never have taken a challenge that dangerous in the same way. Showbiz believes Crawford's willingness to move up in weight and face a prime opponent elevates his legacy beyond Floyd's more calculated career management. It's an opinion that challenges the long-standing narrative of Mayweather being untouchable in boxing history.
Why is Terence "Bud" Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit. But better. Terence "Bud" Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence "Bud" Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather.
Danny Garcia offered a more diplomatic response when asked who would win between Mayweather and Crawford. Rather than picking a side, Garcia suggested the fight might end in a draw. He explained that Floyd's defensive brilliance combined with Crawford's offensive adaptability could neutralize each other. Garcia's answer reflects the respect both men command, adding another layer of intrigue to the ongoing fantasy matchup debate.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever that at 147, that's tough. I don't know, a draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other, to be honest. I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's harder than
Former champion Shane Mosley believes Mayweather's biggest weakness against Crawford would be size. Mosley argues that Floyd, while technically gifted, is simply too small to handle Crawford's power, reach, and versatility. He suggests Mayweather's defense could be disrupted by Crawford's ability to switch stances and impose physical advantages. For Mosley, Floyd thrived against fighters closer to his size, but against a naturally bigger and stronger Crawford, the gap would be too much to overcome.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no questioning the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again, because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. Perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight. Without a doubt, his most dangerous fight. The one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won.
Trainer Stephen Breadman Edwards offered a refreshing perspective, urging fans to stop forcing comparisons altogether. He argued that Crawford's recent success should be celebrated on its own, without dragging Mayweather into every conversation. Breadman criticized the immaturity of constant debates that pit fighters against each other unnecessarily. In his view, Floyd is retired and shouldn't even be part of the discussion. The focus should remain on Crawford's achievements and giving him full credit without overshadowing it with endless arguments.
To Floyd.
Man, I don't really want to compare him right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And, they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd will be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing, and make up something just to, I got my opinion on, how the fights will go and, but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. Unfortunately, they didn't fight. They could have made, they kind of two different eras though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Bud's a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got.
Showbiz the Adult added more balance by warning fans not to oversimplify the legacy debate. He acknowledged that Crawford's win over Canelo has sparked talk of him being equal to or even greater than Floyd. But he cautioned that greatness can't be judged off one moment alone. While Crawford's victory was historic, Mayweather's career represents decades of dominance across multiple weight classes. According to Showbiz, comparing them requires deeper evaluation. Consistency, opposition, longevity, and influence all matter.
Add a heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather, you're talking Floyd, Muhammad Ali, you're talking, all those guys, Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys, okay? Not only are they better skill-wise they have more opportunity to do greater things. Because they're small, they can go up weight classes, they can kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain, all right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight classes. They fight a very big guy or whatnot, like Usyk did with Tyson Fury.
The boxing world remains divided, and the debate refuses to die. Some fans believe Crawford would defeat Mayweather because of the risks he has taken and the challenges he has overcome, especially moving up in weight to conquer Canelo Alvarez. Others insist Floyd's undefeated record and defensive genius cannot be ignored. The truth may be that both fighters represent different eras and different philosophies of greatness. This ongoing argument only shows how deeply both men have shaped boxing, each leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire admiration and controversy.
After Terence Crawford defeated Saul Canelo Alvarez to become the new undisputed super middleweight champion and achieving GOAT status of his era, a lot of people are wondering now, what could be the next step for Terence Crawford? And to be honest with you, there's a couple options. The great man himself did state a move to middleweight division could be his next step, and of course a certain someone caught wind of this. With this interview, Jana Beck posted this with two emojis with a thumbs up and an A-OK. And to be honest with you guys, I would love this matchup here. I mean, Jana Beck is one of the most feared and avoided boxers in the entire game today. And look, stylistically, this could be an absolute epic matchup. I mean, the boxing IQ and thunderous power in Jana Beck versus the GOAT himself. Who wouldn't want to see that? But of course, there are rumors that Carlos Adames could be Jana Beck's next opponent, and that could be a huge unification to see who's the top dog at 160. But after that, who knows, man? And of course, the next option could be the rematch between Saul Canelo Alvarez. And for me, I would absolutely love to see this. I mean, the first time round was absolutely amazing to see Terence Crawford achieve greatness. But to do it again, guys, who wouldn't want to see this? And to be honest with you, it could be even bigger than the first time round. Or option 3, in my opinion, could be retirement. I mean, what he's achieved in the game is absolutely unbelievable. Undisputed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And defeating the guy, the man himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, to achieve that. What more is there to achieve at this point right now, guys, honestly? But look, knowing Bud, I'm pretty sure retirement is out of the question. Well, at least for now. But after what he's achieved, no one can question what he decides to do next. And look, guys, for me, even if his next move is to go to middleweight, best believe I'll be there to watch it, guys. But guys, what's your thoughts about all this? And what do you think Terence Crawford should do next?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more. Until next time.